Hello to my wonderful friends. We meet again, and today we're going to complete the final unit of grade 5. The unit name is Friendship. So let's read, think, and speak. Read the sentences in the boxes. Do you agree with them? Talk about them with your group. Let's read together. 1. A good friend helps you. 2. A good friend never tells your secrets to someone else. 3. A good friend always says nice things about you. 4. A good friend always agrees with you. 5. A good friend shares things with you. 6. A good friend calls you every day. 7. A good friend only plays with you, never with others. 8. A good friend is never mean or unkind to you. Great, let's move on to 2. Read and think. Read the story below. As you read, think about the answers to these questions. 1. What did the hare learn about her friends? 2. What is the moral message of the story? Let's figure it out. There was once a hare who thought she was very popular with the other animals. "I'm very lucky," she said. "I have so many good friends." One day, some big dogs started to chase the hare. She was very scared and ran to her friend the horse for help. "Please, can I jump on your back?" she said. "Then you can carry me away from the dogs." "Sorry," said the horse. "I've got some important work to do. Go and ask the bull." So the hare ran to the bull. "The dogs are chasing me," she said. "Please, can you scare them away?" "Sorry," said the bull. "I haven't got time. Why don't you ask the goat?" So the hare ran to the goat. "The dogs are chasing me," she said. "Please, can I jump on your back?" "Sorry," said the goat. "My back hurts. Go and ask the sheep." So the hare ran to the sheep. The sheep was eating grass. "Please, can you help me?" asked the hare. "I'm very scared of the dogs." "Sorry," said the sheep. "Can't you see I'm busy? I'm having my lunch." By this time, the dogs were very near. The hare ran away as fast as she could and escaped from the dogs all by herself. So what did the hare learn about her friends? That she wasn't lucky enough to call them good friends. They didn't help her at the end. What is the moral message of the story? You can say many things here, that not everyone is your friend, and never count on others for help, but help yourself first. And also you can say to choose your friend wisely, someone you trust, someone whenever you go and ask for help, they will be there for you. Great, now let's move on to number 3, read and match. Read the questions, match each picture to the correct question. So which animal had important work to do? Correct, that's the horse. B. 2. Who had a sore back? Correct, that's the goat. E. 3. Who ate the grass for lunch? Correct, that's the sheep. A. 4. Who didn't have time to help? Correct, that's the bull. C. And 5. Who was scared of the dogs? Correct, that's the hare. D. Now 4, read and answer. Read the questions, write the answers into your exercise book. Let's solve this one together. So 1, how many animals did the hare ask for help? Correct, it's 4. And number 2, what did she ask the bull to do? The hare asked the bull to scare them away. Number 3, why didn't the goat help? Because he said, "My back hurts." 4, which animal was busy eating? Correct, it's the sheep. And the last one, 5, who helped the hare escape from the dogs? No one. She managed herself. Next is grammar. Listen, read, and speak. Listen to the conversation between Zainab and Nawal. Practice it with a partner, using information about yourself. So listen carefully, then you can practice this with your friend. Hello. Hi. What's your name? Nawal. How old are you? 11. Where do you live? رستاق. When is your birthday? 25th June. Who's your best friend? Anisa. Great. Practice this with your friend. Now 2. Read and match. Match the questions and answers. Let's read the questions and match together. 1. What's your favorite subject? The answer is science. Correct. Now 2. Who did you visit at the weekends? We can say, correct, my grandmother. 3. Where is the post office? Can you tell me? Yes, next to the supermarket. And 4. How do you come to the school? Yes, by bus. 5. Why are you late? Yes, because I forgot my book. Number 6. When did you move to Muscat? 4 years ago. Correct. 7. Whose birthday is it today? Ali. And the last one, 8. Which animal has a pouch? Correct. It's the kangaroo. Well done. Moving on to reading complete, read the question words in the box, then read the questions and answers underneath. Complete each gap with one of the question words from the box. So let's see what we have here. We have whose, why, where, how, when, who, what, which. We have a solved example here, number 1. When do you go to bed? At 9 o'clock. Now let's solve the rest. Number 2, gap did Siham go to Salala? By plane. So the correct word we should use here is, yes, how did Siham go to Salala? By plane. Number 3, gap, are you crying? Because I've lost my phone. So the correct word used here is, why are you crying? Correct. Number 4, gap, was Ibn Battuta a famous explorer? So we ask here, who was Ibn Battuta? A famous explorer. 5, gap, dress do you want? The red one. Since she chose, we ask here, which dress do you want? Number 6, gap, did you do yesterday? I went fishing with my dad. So the correct word we ask here is, what did you do yesterday? Number 7 is khasab, in north of Oman. We're asking for a place, so the correct word used here is, where is khasab? And the last one, number 8, gap, car is that? My brother's. So the answer is, whose car is that? Well done. Now number 4, read, think, and speak. Read the poem below, then talk about the questions underneath. Let's read together. 6 honest helpers. I have 6 honest helpers. They taught me all I knew. Their names are what, and why, and when, and how, and where, and who. So question 1, who are the writer's 6 helpers? Yes, what, why, who, when, where, and how. 2, how do they help him? Because these are 6 honest helpers that he used to begin for asking a question. Well done. Next is listening and speaking. Listen and match. Listen to 6 children talking about why they like their friends. Match each statement to the correct picture. Ready? Listen carefully and match to the correct picture. 1. I like Ahmed because we both love playing football. 2. I like Mariam because she stops me feeling sad. 3. I like Umar because we fly our kites together. 4. I like Maha because we both like riding and talking about horses. 5. I like Khalsa because I can tell her all my secrets. 6. I like Salim because he helps me understand things. Wonderful. Now to ask and answer, you can practice this fun task with your friend. You can ask them, who's your best friend? For example, Ali. Why do you like him? And then they will give you their reasons. For example, because he shares things with me. Great. Let's move on to number 3. Listen and choose. Read the statement below, then listen to 5 short texts. Is each statement true or false? So listen carefully and write T for true or F for false. Ready? Maha has 2 best friends, Maryam and Asma. Maha and Maryam are both 11, but Asma is 10. Again, listen. Maha has 2 best friends, Maryam and Asma. Maha and Maryam are both 11, but Asma is 10. 2. Ahmed and Salim like playing football. They also like going to the park, but they never play football there. Again, Ahmed and Salim like playing football. They also like going to the park, but they never play football there. Number 3. Hassan loves flying kites. One of his kites is red. The other one is blue. Again, Hassan loves flying kites. One of his kites is red. The other one is blue. Number 4. Sally invited 12 of her friends to her party. 2 friends didn't come. Again, Sally invited 12 of her friends to her party. 2 friends didn't come. The last one, 5. Ali and his friends love fishing. They usually go on Fridays, but sometimes they go on Saturdays. Listen again. Ali and his friends love fishing. They usually go on Fridays, but sometimes they go on Saturdays. Well done. Moving on to read, think, and speak. Let's read the story of Mike and Tom together. Let's ride our bikes in the park. But there are too many people. This is boring. Let's have a race. That's not a good idea. It's dangerous. So the boys go into the park where, look carefully, cycling is not allowed. I don't like this. Don't be a baby. Racing is fun. Well, okay then. Mike and Tom race. Please, be careful. Look where you're going. Stop those boys. They hit on an old lady. Oh no. Are you okay? My leg hurts. I don't think I can walk. So a man points to a notice. Can't you read? No bikes in the park. It was all his idea. So Mike blamed Tom and said that it was all his idea. Now you are Tom. What do you say now? Do you say, that's not true? Or, we're very sorry? Or, yes, it's all my fault? Yes, you'd say, that's not true. But it doesn't change the fact that they were all in the trouble together. So they will both have to apologize and say, we're very sorry, and go and help the old lady to stand up. Well done. Next is read. Salima and Nada are best friends. Read the information in the diagram below. So we have Nada and Salima. Nada is 11 years old. She has 2 younger brothers and she has a pet bird. Salima is 10 years old. She has 3 older sisters and she has a pet rabbit. And their both favorite color is pink. They like drawing and they both love picnics with families. Amazing. Now to read and answer. Read Nada's paragraph about Salima. Then answer the questions below. Let's read the questions. 1. What is the title of the paragraph? 2. How many sentences are there? 3. Which sentence is the topic sentence? Now let's read the paragraph. The title is My Best Friend by Nada. My best friend is Salima. She lives next door and we go to the same school. Some things about us are the same, but some are different. I am 11 years old and Salima is a year younger. I have 2 younger brothers, but Salima has 3 older sisters. We both have pets, but she has a rabbit and I have a bird. Our favorite color is pink. We enjoy doing the same things too. We both like drawing and going on picnics with our families. Great, so the answer for 1, what is the title of the paragraph is My Best Friend. 2. How many sentences are there? Correct, 9 sentences. 3. Which sentence is the topic sentence? Yes, my best friend is Salima. Now, moving on to spelling and punctuation, this is the error correction checklist. Does each sentence begin with a capital letter? Yes. Do all names of people and places begin with a capital letter? Yes. Does each sentence end with a full stop or question mark? It ends with full stop, and if it's a question, it has to end with a question mark. Are all names spelled correctly? Yes, they should. Now, number 3, find, correct, and write. Read Salim's paragraph below about his best friend Nasser. Find and correct the errors. We have a note here. The number of mistakes is as follows. Capital letter, 3 mistakes. Full stops, 2 mistakes. Spellings, 4 mistakes. So we should find all these mistakes and fix them. I will give you time to read the paragraph and solve alone. Are you ready? Well done. Now let's read together. My best friend is called Nasser. We are both 11 years old and we live in Matrah. Matrah is a place, so M should be in capital. Nasser has 3 brothers and 2 sisters. 2 is a spelling mistake. So, and I have 3 sisters and 1 brother. Full stop, then it should be in capital. So we, W capital letter. We enjoy doing many things together at the weekends. We go to the beach. So the spelling mistake should be A. We go to the beach to fly our kites and play football, then it should be full stop. We also like riding our bikes, so riding it's a spelling mistake again. We like riding our bikes and swimming. It should be full stop, correct. Sometimes we do our homework together. See, a spelling mistake, R is missing. So sometimes we do our homework together. I like Nasser. Nasser is a name, so N should be capital. I like Nasser because we have a lot of fun. Well done. Now for ask and answer, practice with your friend, work with a partner, ask and answer questions about Salim and Nasser. For example, how many brothers does Salim have? 3. And so on. Next is the project Think and Speak. Talk about the statement below with your group. To have a good friend, you must be a good friend. Now let's answer the questions. 1. What do you think this statement means? Can you tell me? Yes, in order to have a good friend, you should be good to them too. Now number 2, do you agree with it? Yes, of course. Because whenever you're bad to a friend, that friend can never be good to you. Next is read, think, and speak. Read Maha's ideas below about how a good friend behaves. Do you agree with her ideas? Talk about them with your group. Let's discuss what a good friend does. Plays with you, shares things with you, lends you his or her best toys or games, doesn't bully you, never tells your secrets to another person, doesn't say bad things about you, invites you to his or her house, is never mean to you, gives you chocolate, and helps you. Next is listen and think. Listen to the dialogues. Decide if each dialogue is about good or bad friendship behavior. Write good or bad besides each letter. B. Helpful, helpful. C. Hurtful, hurtful. D. Selfish, selfish. E. Honest, honest. Well done. Now for think, speak, and write. With your group, make a sentence about friendship for each letter. Write the sentences besides the letter. So this is a fun game. You have friends, and all you have to do here is find the correct word to fill in the blanks. For example, F, friends help you, is already done for you. What about R? We can say respect your friends. I, love my friends, correct. E, every friend is important. N, we can say never say bad things about your friends. D, don't be rude to your friends. And S, share things with your friend. Well done. 5, do a project with your group again. Decide on the most important friendship rules. Make a list. Choose 5 rules at least beginning with do and 5 rules beginning with don't. Make a poster with the rules. I will give you time to write this alone. Are you ready? Next is the story The Bell of Atri. But before we read, make sure you make a list of all the adjectives in the story and make a list of all the verbs in the simple past tense in your exercise book. Now let's read together. Long ago, there was a small town in Italy. The name of the town was Atri. In the town, at the top of a hill, was a tower with a bell. The bell had a long rope. The people in the town had a rule. If anyone was unkind to anyone else, that person could ring the bell. But for many years, the bell was silent. All the people were kind to each other. A rich lord lived in a castle near the town. This lord had an old horse. The horse had served him well for many years. But now the lord was only interested in money. "This horse is old," he said. "It costs too much to feed him." So he sent the horse away. The poor old horse walked sadly through the town. It was winter, and there was snow on the ground. He walked slowly up the hill and saw the tower with the bell. He took the rope in his mouth and pulled it, then he lay down and closed his eyes. The people heard the bell. They were very surprised. "Who's ringing the bell?" they said. They ran to the tower and saw the old horse. "Whose horse is this?" they asked each other. The rich lord came. When he saw the horse, he felt very ashamed. "I've done a very bad thing," he said. "This horse was my friend, my good friend, but I have treated him unkindly." The rich lord took the old horse home. He gave him hay and a warm place to sleep. The old horse lived happily for the rest of his life. What a wonderful story it was. Now read and match the words in the box from the story we just read before to the pictures below. So can you tell me, what do you see in A? Is it a snow, castle, bell, rope, tower, or hill? Correct, it's a bell. What about B? Yes, it's a hill. C is snow. D is tower. E is castle. And the final one is rope. Well done. Last question 2. Choose and write. Read the story again. Then read the questions and answers below. Complete each question with one of the 6 questions word. Let's see what we have here. We have where, how, who, when, why, and what. Let's review the answers together in 3, 2, 1. Great. So the answer for 1, who had an old horse, is the rich lord. 2, what was hanging from the bell? A long rope. 3, where did the rich lord live? In a castle near the town. 4, how did the horse ring the bell? He took the rope in his mouth. 5, when did this story happen? Long ago. 6, why did the Lord get rid of the horse? Because the horse cost too much to feed. Well done. Now here we reach the end of the chapter. I hope you enjoyed and learned a lot of things. Don't forget to like and subscribe the channel.